Hey ladies! How do you make a man chase you? Not just for a night, not just during the honeymoon phase, but chase you like you're his personal fairy tale wrapped in mystery and moonlight. It all starts with how you see yourself. And not just in the mirror, but in the silent power of your energy. The kind of power that makes a man stop mid-sentence, mid-scroll, mid-thought, and think of you. Not because you were the loudest in the room, or the easiest to get, but because you knew something that most women forget. A man doesn't chase what he already has. He chases what he almost has. Let's break it down even deeper. Master the art of emotional silence. Emotional silence isn't coldness. It's not pretending you don't care. It's the golden pause between his action and your reaction. When he texts you late at night, you don't respond with a novel. You don't even respond immediately. You let him wonder. Is she asleep? Out? With someone else? That's not game playing, it's intrigue. When you stop offering emotional overexposure, no paragraphs, no constant updates, no, just thinking about you, texts, you create space. And in that space, guess what grows? Curiosity. Tension. Desire. He'll lean in, inch by inch, hungry for clues. And when you do finally speak, your words will feel like rare treasure. This doesn't mean you hide your feelings forever. It means you don't serve them on a silver platter. Give him glimpses. Echoes. Enough for him to crave more. Because the mystery of, what's she really feeling, is far more intoxicating than the certainty of, she's already mine. Create moments of absence. Want to know what men remember most? The moment you're not there. The party you didn't attend. The day you didn't call. The story someone else told about you that he wasn't part of. That's when the chase begins in his head. The absence creates presence. So don't be omnipresent. Be intentional. Let your schedule be full: gym, gallery openings, brunch with friends, silent Sundays with a face mask and a good book. Let him realize you're not always available, not always reachable, not always waiting. He'll start to fill in the blanks. He'll start to feel the gap between wanting you and having you. And that's where desire simmers, right in the space where he can't quite touch you yet. Feed his imagination, not his ego. A man's ego wants praise. But his imagination? That's where the real obsession lives. The goal isn't to tell him he's attractive or funny, that's surface level. The goal is to make him feel like the most interesting man in the world, without spelling it out. You do this by being deeply present in moments, but never too available. Laugh with him, challenge him, admire him, but always with an undercurrent of playful restraint. Let your eyes say, I see you. Let your smile say, but I'm not yours yet. Ask questions that make him reflect. What's something you've never told anyone? If you weren't doing what you do now, what would you risk everything for? These aren't just flirty lines, they're open doors into vulnerability. And vulnerability is where the chase turns into connection. Let him chase not just your body, but your mind, your spirit, your mystery. That's where the long game lives. And when he does show up, with flowers, with effort, with intention, receive it, warmly. But don't drop your standards. Don't rearrange your life. Let the message be clear, you're not impressed by gestures. You're impressed by consistency. And ladies, remember this, when you become the woman he has to rise up to meet, not the one who lowers herself to keep him interested, that's when the magic happens. Stick around, because in the next video, I'll give you the exact scripts, the subtle, powerful words to say, that plant seeds of desire deep in his mind and heart. And if you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe for more secret level advice, and don't forget to check out the links in the description for more ways to level up your love life, quietly, confidently, and on your own terms. Add mystery to your conversations. If you want a man to feel magnetically drawn to you, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, learn the art of mystery. This isn't about manipulation. It's about mastery. And in the realm of romantic attraction, few forces are more potent than a well-placed pause, a half-finished sentence, or a smile that suggests you're thinking of something he's dying to know. Mystery adds gravity to your words. It makes everything you say feel a little deeper, a little more layered, like a puzzle he suddenly can't stop trying to solve. Think about it. When someone tells you everything up front, when they lay their life out like a resume, how long do you stay curious? Not long. But when a person shares just a sliver, something real, something textured, but leaves the rest unsaid, you lean in. You start imagining. You start feeling. That's exactly what you're doing here. You're creating emotional white space. You're allowing your silence to say just as much as your words. For example, next time you're with him, tell a story that seems to hint at something deeper. Maybe it's about your travels, or a strange encounter, or a dream you once had. But stop before the ending. Smile. Actually, never mind. That one's too personal for today. Watch his eyes. Watch how he shifts forward, just slightly. That's the power of mystery in motion. Use the cliffhanger technique. Every great novel has chapters that end with questions. Every unforgettable show ends on a cliffhanger. And when it comes to capturing a man's attention, and keeping it, you can borrow that same storytelling rhythm. It's called the Zeigarnik effect, and it's not some pop-psych TikTok trick. It's a real cognitive bias, first discovered by Russian psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik. The theory? We remember unfinished things way more vividly than completed ones. It's why we obsess over texts that stop mid-thought. Why unanswered questions echo in our minds. Why that one sentence you didn't finish might linger in his brain for hours, or days. So use it. When you're texting, don't always tie the bow. End on a high note. Tease something, then let it dangle. There's something I've been thinking about you lately, but I'm not sure if I should say it yet. That line alone can keep a man up at night, spinning theories. Or in conversation, just when the energy peaks, say, "I'll tell you the rest next time." It's better in person. You're not being distant, you're being unforgettable. And don't just rely on words. Let your actions build mystery too. Vary your schedule. Don't be always available. Let him guess where you are, what you're doing, who you're doing it with. It doesn't mean you're playing games. It means your life is rich, full, and beautifully yours. When he senses that you're not just sitting by the phone, waiting for him to call, he'll chase harder. Why? Because men are wired to pursue value, and nothing is more valuable than a woman whose life is her own. Anchor him emotionally with signature phrases. Here's where mystery turns into memory. Because once he's intrigued by you, once he's leaning in, craving more, you have the perfect chance to create something even more powerful, emotional anchoring. Think of it like planting a seed in his mind. A phrase. A word. A little verbal fingerprint that's yours. Something warm, unique, and emotionally resonant that you repeat in just the right moments. And over time, that phrase becomes more than words. It becomes a feeling. You become that feeling. Maybe your phrase is, "so sweet," or, "this is magic," or, "that's us." Say it with meaning, but don't overuse it. The trick is subtlety. Use it after a kiss, after a shared laugh, or in a quiet moment that feels special. Then later, echo it in a message. Last night was so sweet. So us. What you're doing is creating a neurological shortcut in his brain, linking those words to dopamine, to warmth, to connection. And here's the kicker, even if he doesn't consciously remember where he heard it, his body will remember how it felt. That phrase becomes your signature. Your imprint. And one day, when he hears someone else say it casually, he'll think of you. He won't know why, but he'll feel it. Used right, this technique can be unbelievably powerful. It's romantic branding. Emotional psychology wrapped in intimacy. And it works on even the most logical, emotionally guarded men. Because beneath the surface, all humans are wired the same. We connect feeling to words, moments to memory. Just don't overdo it. If he starts catching on, if it starts to feel calculated, the magic fades. Keep it light. Keep it real. And most of all, keep it you. If you've ever played with mystery like this, or if you've got your own secret lines and moves, drop them in the comments. You never know who you might inspire. And if this stirred something in you, hit that like button, subscribe, and make sure you don't miss the next video, because we're just getting started. Your story isn't just a romance, it's a legend in the making.